Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where we have another double feature Necromunda reveal. Two more, well, these are Hivescom, but they're also Ferrymen, have been revealed and they are just glorious. I was wondering when these models were going to come around. We've been seeing a lot of older Necromunda characters and profiles getting new resin models. These profiles are from the Book of Desolation, which is the campaign book, potentially the first or maybe the only campaign book that deals with Hive Secundus and all that side of external guard going into the Gene Stealer nests. And this is, having already seen two of the Ferrymen, this is the two that I was sort of waiting for. And it's nice to see these they're in resin, unfortunately, but they're in resin, but they're done so well and they're done so close to the incredible Necromunda artwork that these are just amazing sculpts. And I'm looking forward to seeing them released and on the tabletop for Necromunda. But let's run through this article, shall we? Two more Abyssal Ferrymen are waiting to guide you into the Underhells. Just look at them, they're great, and that is what a squat should look like. That is peak squatness. But the abyssal depths of Hive Secundus are home to lost technology of incalculable wealth. Riches await those who can snag these treasures and avoid malstrained gene stealers. But just getting through the exclusion zone that surrounds it is a tough enough task. That's why gangs will hire crews of enterprising Abyssal Ferrymen to lead them to Secundus. And who is that waiting amid the bustle of Port Styx? Why, it's the infamous pair of skilled chaperones, Hagthor Jarlun Aster Felsturn. Brilliant models. So close to... I hope that we see the art down below. We see her. But Hagthor is very close to his character art as well. Just fantastic. How cool. And I think the thing that makes... They look kitted out. They look ready to go and lead you on this harrowing expedition of death and old technology. But I think it's the different colours that really make them pop as well. You've got the little Votan style sort of wrist data pad there that's on the new Votan models. But then you've got the old world squat feel, a power wrench. But again, there's a good mix of colours here. And then obviously the green robot arm against the red of the sort of Under Armour and, different little pops of colour here, which makes these really stand out, which I love. Hagthor, one of the few Ironhead squats to survive the destruction of Jarlun, first stumbled across the tenacious Esther on one of his many expeditions into the ruined hive. Outnumbered and outgunned, he watched from afar as Esther? I guess it's Aster, isn't it? Fought off a dozen brood scum with nothing but a jack wrench and a desire to survive. Following her back to Port Styx, Hagthor discovered a place teeming with people plying the extremely risky but profitable ferryman trade. Seeing the opportunity to make a living, he extended a hand to Aster. They complement each other perfectly. Aster is willing to take on riskier contracts, while the more cautious Hagthor makes sure they don't wind up biting off more than they can chew. So these guys are a duo, and if you take Hagthor, you can take Aster for half the credit cost, which is nice. So Aster makes use of an armoured rig known as the Harpy, which he has made extensive modifications, safe in the knowledge that Hagthor will keep it running no matter how outlandish the tweaks. Her mind is the source of endless innovation, and she frequently turns her hand to fine-tuning vehicles when part of a ferryman team. So endless innovation. When taken as part of a ferryman team, then during the post-battle sequence, Aster may add a vehicle upgrade or item of vehicle wargear to a custom rig with a credit value of up to 30 credits for free, which is quite a nice little additional rule. Hagthor Jarlun and Aster Felsturn are made from Forge World resin as expected and will be released shortly, so we're going to get a week of Necromunda soon. There's so many new Necromunda models that need to come out. This is good. Their rules come in their box, but you can also read up on what they do with the Book of Desolation, which is a fantastic book, definitely worth picking up if you want Hive Secundus lore and all the Hive Secundus malstrained gene stealery goodness. And they will be coming shortly. It's not coming this year, it's coming shortly, so I may have to start taking it back and eating my words. Hopefully they will be out soon, because we also have last week's potential Space Marine. We have the crazy preacher, the Reverend of Judgment, or whatever he was called, with a glorious beard. Do we have no Necromunda stuff up here. So yeah, there's a lot of Dramatis Personae characters to come out, but these guys are just fantastic models. It is like looking at their artwork. Very interested to pick these up, in all honesty. There's something about the ferrymen and using them in Ash Waste games and creating this gang. I use the term gang loosely, but it's a gang. But creating a gang who is purely there just to ferry people between the hives, but they also like a bit of a scrap, so it will be all custom vehicles with custom characters. And you know, I love this idea of doing a gang based around that idea. Obviously, Ash Waste is a much bigger undertaking, just a normal Necromunda campaign, because there is the inclusion of vehicles, so much kit bash potential with an Ash Waste's custom rig side of things, and that's what I absolutely love. And there's so many cool vehicles that you could kit bash and do things with. But as for these models, I think they're absolutely stunning, and I might actually pick these up, as well as the other two ferrymen, Lugran and Madrick Hellbane. I thought they were really cool models as well. Don't know what it is, and we say this every time we get a Necromunda reveal, but Necromunda just keeps knocking it out the park. Their sculpts, their designs are so good, and despite my loathing of resin and the price, there's so many Necromunda characters, Dramatis Personae, ferrymen, new stuff, even older ones, I would forego my dislike of resin just to pick up and have, even if it's just as a painting project. I would love to paint these two, and I think even I would do okay with them because the sculpts are so good. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.